Hey, everybody, I'm Marie Swift of Impact Communications, and today, as part of T3's 20th anniversary celebration, I am here talking with the grand mastermind and producer of T3, Joel Bruckenstein. Hey, Joel.
Hi, how are you, Marie?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to talk to you today. And, the first thing I know that's on everybody's mind is what can they expect when they walk into the Cosmopolitan Hotel and Resort for the 20th anniversary celebration this year?
Well, first of all, they can expect the Cosmopolitan, which is my favorite hotel in Vegas. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to have some surprises for people that tie into the 20th anniversary and the Vegas theme. And you'll just have to be there to see all that. We have an amazing program that we've got scheduled for folks, and it'll kick off really on the first day. On the first day, you'll be able to get a lot of CE credit from the CFP board if you need them. Almost every session on the first day will qualify. Also, on the first day, we'll have two in depth sessions tackling different aspects of AI. There's a lot of buzz about AI, but there's not a lot of practical advice about AI and how advisors can take advantage of it today. I think they'll be getting a lot of practical advice and some great tips on how to implement AI on Monday. Tuesday, we have presentations from some of the leading vendors in the industry. CEO of InvestNet will be there, Bill Krager. CEO of Morningstar Canal will be there. CEO of Trade PMR, CEO of Advisor Engine, Rich Cancro. They'll all be there on Tuesday talking about various topics, including how to leverage a business, how to leverage technology, mass personalization at scale, and many other things. Also on Tuesday, we have Ed Slott, who is probably the country's leading expert on IRAs and taxes regarding IRAs, Roths, all of that stuff. And also, he touches a lot on estate planning. A lot of changes already implemented over the last year or two in that space. I think all our technologists need to be aware of it and advisors as well. And also thinking forward to some of the sunset provisions that are happening over the next year or two. So we're really thrilled to have Ed. He is a dynamic speaker and one of the most respected people in the field. Also on Tuesday, we have Josh Brown. He's going to be actually giving us an exclusive on some news that's happening with his firm that I think every advisor will be interested in. And that's just some of the things happening on Monday and Tuesday.
Well, and so, I know that the Grand Exhibit Hall opens on Tuesday night. Is that right?
Yeah, the exhibit hall opens on Tuesday evening, right after we finish the program. The emerging tech section, as usual, will be exciting. We have some new vendors this year that I think are really noteworthy and interesting. Don't want to give them, too much hype in advance. Come and see them yourself. But really, there's some firms there that I think are going to help advisors take their practice to the next level. And of course, all our normal exhibitors will be there in force. And again, it'll be a fun, interactive, and educational.
Some of the longtime attendees, advisors who come year after year, tell me, Marie, just coming for the exhibit hall is enough reason to come. The content's great, but the exhibit hall is one of the primary reasons that advisors come.
Yeah, I think a lot of larger firms and even mid-sized firms now are sending two people to T3, one to kind of take notes on the content, another one just to be in the exhibit hall. I mean, we have close to 100 exhibitors. There's all kinds of technology there, and whatever you're looking for, from new things like direct indexing, uh, new suppliers of data that we have coming, and obviously all the core technologies, CRM, portfolio management and accounting, financial planning software. Everybody's represented there. Workflow software, you name it, we've got it. And you can get hands-on demos from pretty much anybody who's anybody. Also, on Tuesday, just before we open the exhibit hall, Bob Veras and I will be presenting the results of the latest T3 Inside Information Technology Survey. And of course, hard copies of the survey will be available in the exhibit hall when we open the exhibit hall on Tuesday evening.
I know that everybody is really excited to see this year's survey results. It's an annual favorite. And I believe you're also handing out some awards, which we can't talk about today, but that'll be exciting to see who wins the awards.
Yes, we will have some award presentations as well. I think that's scheduled for Tuesday at lunch, but I'm not sure.
I want to mention a kind of a fun session. There's a book signing. Do you want to talk about the K method and why people would want to go to the book signing to get their copy to enter the casino with confidence?
Yes, well, one of our sponsors who will be actually giving a presentation on insurance tech on Monday has also written a book on how to win at what is
Roulette.
it? Roulette, right? So he'll be doing a book signing and giving folks some free tips. So if they want to spend a little time in the casino, hopefully they'll be able to make some money instead of lose some money.
Well, that leads me to my next question. This year's theme is Don't Gamble Your Firm's Future on the Wrong Technology. Why did you pick that theme?
Well, obviously there's a Vegas tie-in, but on a more serious note, I think a lot of firms spend a lot of time doing due diligence on other areas of their business, but perhaps not enough on the technology side. And that's why we provide a venue at T3 to do that. Quite frankly, technology is going to drive everybody's business in the future. I really see a bifurcation of the industry. There's a lot of firms that are investing a lot of money in technology and really automating everything that can be automated, and there's a lot of firms that aren't. And it's pretty obvious to me who the winners are and who's going to be around in 5 years and who's not. And so, if you want to grow your business and if you want to be competitive, you really need to invest in tech. And this is the best opportunity all year long to do your due diligence.
We've been interviewing some of the people who were early pioneers in the profession and who attended the first T3 conference. I wonder if you think back at, some of the high points of the conferences. Do you have any favorite memories?
Well, I remember that first conference because it was in a small airport hotel at Fort Lauderdale, and it looked great. And a few months before the conference, we had a hurricane hit and did some damage to the hotel. I think we had about 130 attendees, 135 attendees in total the first year. So it was a lot of fun, but it took a few years, I think, for people really to catch on that we needed in the industry a separate, discrete conference just for tech. And now, the last few years we've been about at 1,000 people more or less. So I think the industry is growing and their awareness of tech is growing, but I think there's still more room to grow. We were chatting earlier about, I think it was T3 number 12, where Fidelity brought their Fidelity Robot, which made a big splash at T3 and was very popular. And I think it was a great learning experience for attendees to just understand robotics and how they were going to play into the future of not just of our industry, but a lot of other industries. And, quite a few exhibitors at T3 are using robots like that now in their office buildings for various tasks, believe it or not. Another kind of benchmark that year, I think, was the year that InvestNet bought Tamarack. So, over the years, there's been a lot of M&A activity at T3 as well. And it wouldn't surprise me if there's some new announcements this year as well.
We hear time and time again from the people in the exhibit hall who are actually manning the booths, being in the booths, the tech providers, that they strike up so many good and meaningful conversations just inside the technology hub.
Yeah, I think it's more than conversations. Believe it or not, a lot of integrations actually get done as a result of the conference, and some integrations have actually taken place at the conference. I can remember a couple of years ago, Brian McLaughlin and Tony Leal sitting down in the lobby and just banging out an integration that they've been trying to get together to finish for months. So, the magic does happen at T3.
The magic does happen at T3. So if you're watching this video or hearing this audio, we encourage you to join us. There are still a few tickets available, and you can save $200 with this code T3Friend200. After all, we are all friends, so that's T3Friend200. And the website is T3Conferences.com. But Joel, before we sign off today, are there any final words of wisdom or encouragement for why people would want to make the trip?
Look, again, I think technology is something you need to touch and feel. And a lot of us do demos, through video calls and things like of that nature. It's just not the same. You want to be able to do it in person. You want to get a one-on-one hands-on. You want to meet the people who are producing the technology. A lot of the developers are there. So if you want to meet the people who create the technology that you use today, that's great. They'll be there. You can, as I said, meet the CEOs and the top developers of most of the major software in the industry right in the T3 exhibit hall. If you're looking to shop and compare side by side, CRM, financial planning software, whatever you're looking for, you can do your shopping right there. And if nothing else, just educate yourself. If you're sitting in your office and just knowing what you have, you don't know what's going on around you in the ecosystem. And there may be really inexpensive and cost effective technologies that you can implement that will help you grow your business and help you serve your clients. And really, that's what we're all about.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what everybody brings to show off at the T3 conference and all the great content. Joel, thanks again for being here.
Thank you.